promised a referendum by the United Nations are still waiting for 5 decades. But while the international community delays, Sahrawi women face repression in silence. You all know UN monitors and international observers are banned from entering the territory. International media is excluded, and the UN peacekeeping mission, the MINURSO, has no human rights mandates. But this is not just a story of military occupation, it's also a story of how gender is weaponized. Sahrawi women are targeted because of who they are and what they represent. In Sahrawi society, women are central to families, to culture, and to the resistance. Moroccan authorities exploit this reality. They target Sahrawi women not only to silence them, but to demoralize entire community. A cycle known in the report as the wheel of reprisal is used against women defenders. Please, can you change the slide? So financial strangulation, defamation, arbitrary arrest, sexual harassment and rape, these violations are not isolated, they are strategic. The gender repression is not abstract. It takes real form in the lives of these women, in every day. Now, to share the key findings of this report. So we have the first part, which is economic strangulation, and we began with this. This is a strategy or systematic violation, deliberate or used to silence Sahrawi women. They are fired from job, denied license, and blocked from owning businesses. Even humanitarian funding from abroad is criminalized. This pushes women into financial dependence, cutting them off from their activism and public life. The second cycle of repression is surveillance and defamation. Once financial independence is cut off, the next stage often comes through psychological and social harm, surveillance and online defamation. So women are hacked, blackmailed, and smeared online. False rumors are circulating about their morality, intimate photos are leaked. Their reputation and often their families are destroyed. The next phase, which is arbitrary detention, and this is a powerful tool of repression used to intimidate women and their communities. While women like Mahfoud al-Faqir or Nasratهم were arrested directly from courtroom and imprisoned in degrading condition. Torture, isolation, and threats of rape are routine. The next phase is sexual violence, and then the sexual violence, this violation go even further into deeply personal and devastating forms of abuse. Let us now turn to how sexual violence is used as a deliberate form or a deliberate weapon against the Sahrawis. So this use of sexual harassment and rape are used to shame and silence and distract and discredit this Sahrawi woman. This physical and legal violation leaves a scar, but so does the silence. There are not trauma centers in occupied Western Sahara, no rape crisis service, no psychologist. Women are left to suffer in silence. This trauma isolates them from activism. It is part of the plan to weigh them down emotionally, socially, and spiritually. This constant fear and trauma has another effect. It pushes women out of public life. Sahrawi women are historically leaders in the resistance, but today they are being pushed out, silenced by violence, shamed by defamation, blackmailed into submission, left without income or support. Despite this, they resist. And yet, all of this is happening under the watch of international law. Morocco is not acting in a legal vacuum. Morocco is signature to the Convention on the Elimination of Discrimination Against Women, CEDAW, the Geneva Conventions, the Rome Statute. Its actions, including torture, rape, and deprivation of fair trial, amount to grave breaches of international law, and many constitute war crime and crimes against humanity. UN Special Representatives on Sexual Violence in Conflict investigate just to summarize a little bit and go directly to the recommendation, as since time we don't have that much of it. The report comes in handy and reflects and emphasizes some of the recommendations. And one of them is directly to the Special Rapporteur on Sexual Violence in Conflict. And this, we call them to investigate and publicly denounce violation against Sahrawi women. To CEDAW committee, please issue a thematic report on violence against women and their occupation. To special rapporteurs on violence and discrimination against women, issue communication to Morocco and take public action. To human rights and women rights NGOs, include Sahrawi women in programs, protection mechanisms, and funding opportunities. And to, of course, civil society and state, demand access to Western Sahara and hold Morocco accountable. I want to include with one saying, this is more than a report. It's a call for action, a call for solidarity with women who refuse to be broken and who still stand firmly in their resistance. Their pain is immense, but so is their strength. They do not ask for sympathy, they ask for solidarity, for visibility, and for justice. Thank you.